I want to welcome Charmaine Haig. She is one of my dear friends, and she is also an intuitive and an energy healer. She uses different modalities that she's learned from all over the world.
Some people have gone into a space of really sort of closing the heart down because they're trying to shelter themselves from what's going on in the outside world, almost like sticking your head in the sand, so to speak, just so that you can, hopefully, when this all blows over, you can come back out. And that's a protective mechanism that goes on there.
It's so interesting because we've been doing so much work to ground ourselves. And as with anything, guys, it's about balance. Why is it important to balance our chakras and, to work with our chakras? Hey, Sandy. Hey, Stain. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Mohammed. Hi, guys. So I want to welcome Charmaine Haig. She is one of my dear friends, and she is also an intuitive and an energy healer. She uses different modalities that she's learned from all over the world. And I feel very honored that she is here with us today. So Shams, welcome to Thrive. How are you doing today?
I'm very good. Now we've got the technical stuff sorted out.
It's been a little.
How are you doing?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. So Shams, do you want to tell people just a little bit about you? I know I've done a brief introduction, but is there anything specific that you think might be important to know before we start speaking about chakras?
Well, we basically, most people talking about chakras. Chakras are basically the energy wheels of our body, and there's 7 main ones that we work with. There are more that are below us and above us, but today we're going to be focusing mainly on the 7 chakras that run from the bottom of our spine to the top of our spine. The bottom 3 chakras pertain to earth energy, which is very much what we're going to be working with more today. And the top 3 chakras are where we connect to universe, to spirituality, to our intellect. So they're more universal chakras, and they both connect at the heart chakra. And what a lot of people try to do when they're working with chakra work, when they're doing chakra work, is that a lot of people just concentrate from the heart upwards, not realizing how important that the bottom 3 chakras are, to work on those before we really work on the chakras that are further up.
So I think that a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about what a chakra is, but and they are energy points, but what influence do they have on us, on our lives? Why is it important to balance our chakras and, to work with our chakras?
Well, our chakras basically, each one pertains to different points in the body, to different organs, to different things in mind, body, and spirit. And our energy chakras, our chakras, generally, when they're spinning and they're flowing in the right direction, we feel really good in our lives. We feel balanced, we feel centered. But what happens to them is that they become underactive, overactive, or blocked. And generally, when one chakra is out, the rest are out. And when they're feeling blocked, we generally feel quite stuck because our energy isn't flowing as it should do. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It makes complete sense. So maybe if we can run through what the chakra points are, just so that people have even better understanding of chakras.
Yes.
And for all of you that are tuned in, I just want to make a point of saying that we are going to be doing a guided meditation with Charmaine at 11 o'clock. For at least 11 minutes. It's probably going to run on longer than that because she will just be guided to do what she needs to do. But it's very important that if you join at 11 o'clock, that you must finish the process. you need to finish it so that it is complete and that you can be contained afterwards. So I just want to, Charmaine will explain that in more detail before she goes into it. But if you did have plans to go and do something sort of at 10 past 11, please rather don't do the meditation now, rather come back to it a little bit later. But obviously you can listen up until 11 if you need to do something straight afterwards. We are very happy to have you guys here. So Shams, I'm going to let you take it away and just explain to us what each of the chakras are so that we've got an even better understanding of them.
Okay, so basically our root chakra, when we're born, our root chakra at the bottom, our red root chakra starts to open, and every 7 years we develop a new chakra, one of the 7 chakras, and each one brings lessons with each. And so our red root chakra is very much to do with our security, our place in the world, our tribe, our family, our safety, and how we feel accepted and how secure we feel. And those develop from 0 to 7. From 8 to 16, we move up to our sacral chakra, which is just below our navel, our orange sacral chakra. And that chakra is very much to do with boundaries, with our health, our happiness, our vitality. And when that chakra becomes underactive, we go into places of depression or procrastination, or not feeling not feeling like we have our life force in hand. And when it goes into overactivity, it can take us into a place of addictions, into bad behaviors, and that's basically where we're suppressing emotion. So our sacral chakra is very much to do with our emotions as well, more so our feminine emotions. Our root chakra below that's more of our masculine emotions. But as we come up our spine into our solar plexus, which is our power center, which is just underneath our rib cage, and that's the yellow solar plexus. And that is our personal power. And when that goes into overdrive, we go into a place of anxiety. And when we go in, it goes into underactivity. It can go into a place of not feeling like you're in control, having low self-esteem, not feeling your self-worth. And this one is actually quite vital here because this is our battery. It's what fuels us to create things in our life and to move forward with them and take action. As we move up from our solar plexus,
is that sorry, Shams, just on that one, is that those 3 that you've just spoken about now,
yes,
in our current situation, those are the ones that are probably being challenged the most, aren't they?
Very much so, especially with what's going on in the world right now. There's so many people. These are our physical world chakras, those lower 3. And so basically, people being worried about whether they still have jobs, being fearful of the pandemic, even to a point of, being so in close proximity of family where, people don't really have personal space for themselves. All of those 3 chakras are very much being challenged, relationships, our own personal power around this. And what's interesting is the distant Reiki energy that I've been doing, distant healing sessions that I've been doing with people in the last week. There's a massive influx of feminine energy coming into people at the moment, which comes in from the earth. And that's very much where people have been quite fearful. They suddenly feel the need to nurture or self-nurture themselves. And it's gone into a place, and worry is very much a feminine emotion. So there's a lot of worry coming through, and people are actually drawing more energy from the earth at the moment, trying to stabilize themselves and stabilize their power around what's going on in the outside world at the moment.
Yeah, it's so interesting because we've been doing so much work to ground ourselves, and as with anything, guys, it's about balance. And so that's one of the reasons why I thought it would be so brilliant to have Charmaine on, because we were having a conversation on how there's been almost too much grounding happening. And so people are a little bit out of balance. And so the meditation, the guided meditation that she's going to take you through, as I say, I always think of guided meditations as healings, meditations as healings, because they do bring shifts, and that in turn is a healing. So that is something that a reason why I wanted this for you today. So sorry, Shams, you're going to carry on. I think the next center was the heart that we were speaking about.
Yes. So we've got the heart chakra at the moment. There's a lot of the heart chakra is obviously the center of our world. It's where we hold our life lessons. It's where we learn to give and receive. We give out of our dominant hand, and we receive in through the chakras in our palms from the outside world in. And there should be this flow of energy that comes in and works around. And when this chakra is overactive, we can feel quite needy and quite sometimes lonely even. And when it's underactive, we go into a place of feeling defensive and stuck and not wanting to let anything in. And from the energies I've been working with recently, there's actually a little bit of both at the moment. There's a lot of people who suddenly feel they're very cut off, and they're really, really looking for the outside to somehow bring them in. And that's obviously been the connection where people have been calling each other, and reconnecting, and that's been wonderful. And then there's some people have gone into a space of really sort of closing the heart down, because they're trying to shelter themselves from what's going on in the outside world, almost like sticking your head in the sand, so to speak, just so that you can hopefully, when this all blows over, you can come back out. And that's a protective mechanism that goes on there. With the throat chakra, moving up to throat chakra, the light blue throat chakra, this is our self-expression, our place of communication, and speaking our truth. And I do think that there's been a lot of introspection at the moment, where people are, it's been actually quite a mix. There's some people that obviously have kids, are trying to manage kids at home, trying to, work, feed everybody, get their own work done and everything else. And, I think those people are just trying to manage and cope, and probably not speaking their truth, saying, hey, actually, this is all a bit too much. And they don't actually have a lot of time for themselves. But going back to the throat chakra, there's a lot of people as well that have closed down their throat chakra of speaking their truth, because literally, it's quite scary out there at the moment, and not being able to express how you're actually feeling about this whole thing. Everyone's in manage mode at the moment.
Yeah, that's come up a lot, actually, Shams. With a number of different sessions, with a number of different groups, the throat chakra has been quite a challenged space for a lot of people. Yeah. I did a guided meditation on Monday, and my throat, I've literally felt like my throat closed down, because I'm feeling everybody's energies. And so that has definitely been something that has come up numerous times. Yeah.
Well, it is. It's very much, but also there's also been a lot of people that have been on their own, where there's been a lot of quietness as well, which has taken their throat chakra to close as well. As I say that, mine starts falling. But going up now, up the spine to the third eye chakra, which is an indigo blue color. Your third eye chakra connects you to your higher self, to your intellect, to your inspiration, to your intuition. And this one as well, when it's open, we're all of those things. When it's underactive, we're finding it very difficult to maneuver, new creative space, new creative ideas, new creative, just thinking for the future, but thinking about how to move forward, but also connecting to yourself and to universe. And again, the people that are incredibly busy at the moment won't have time really to really sit with themselves and try and actually just come into an open centered space within their mind, or a clear space. And then there's the people that obviously that have a lot going on at the moment, and they're finding it difficult, and especially if they have anxiety, that their head is so full and it's buzzing, with what's going to happen next. So most likely this chakra is quite out for a lot of people as well at the moment. And then coming finally to the crown chakra, the violet crown chakra that connects you to universe. This chakra at the moment, and everybody is coming to their physical selves, excuse me, at the moment, because of what's going on in our material physical world. Mm-hmm. So I do think a lot of people have actually not been able to connect as well as they usually, people that meditate can connect. I know myself personally through the first few weeks of lockdown, I just very much went inwards because I needed to come into my physical self before I could reconnect. And then when this one is overactive, we can go into a space of feeling quite spacey. Or if we use it too much, we can feel like everything around us is going. But then when it is underactive, basically we feel like we don't have faith or trust that things are going to be okay.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, I hope that gives you a good sort of overarching view of what the different chakra points are, what they're for, why it's important to keep them balanced. And as I said, because I see there's quite a few new people who have joined, so welcome to all of you. I do see you, Fani, Carla, Lee, Jared, Charles, So Money, Mo Money. I see all of you guys there. Sorry that I'm not waving hello, but I promise I do see you guys there. So one of the reasons why, for those of you that joined a little bit late, that I thought it would be a great idea to have Charmaine with us today is because she is an intuitive energy healer and she works beautifully with the chakras. I've had energy healing sessions with her, and I know the shifts that have happened with me just by balancing and grounding, but not overgrounding. It's about balancing. And I know that a lot of work that we've been doing has been grounding us, but it's about balancing that as well. And that's why I've brought her in today. So she is going to be taking us through a guided meditation. And within that space, she will be literally balancing and grounding us throughout. So if you would like to join, my invitation is stay tuned now, but then please stay all the way through to the end. It's very important. Shams, do you want to explain why it's important so that they really understand why it's important?
Yes. What we're about to do, I'm going to take everybody through a guided meditation, which helps you actually go into the earth. It is a grounding exercise, but we're going to also bring up goodies from the earth, which will nourish and replenish us. But then when we start with the chakras, as you very rightly said, need to be balanced. So some people's chakras will be overactive, some will be blocked, and some will be underactive. And so that what we're going to do is safely open each one of those chakras, and we're going to do breath work into each of those to help balance them. And then the reason at the end that you have to stay to the end is that once we've opened up all your chakras, it's really, really important to close them down again. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube and a lot of people that, teach chakra work where you can download on apps. And a lot of people leave with their chakras wide open, which is not a good space for them to be because you need to have them protected. But just to let you know that your root chakra is always open and your crown chakra to universe is always open, but it's the other ones down in your body that should close back down again, because generally if you leave your solar plexus wide open, it just leaves a void or a portal for people to be able to actually suck your energy from you, because that's your power chakra. So it's really important that you always close your chakras down after any chakra work.
Amazing. Okay, so I hope you guys understood that clearly. Shams, I don't know if there's some noise coming in from the rest of your house, but I can just hear something. Can you maybe close that door behind you? That would be great. And then guys, as you know, 11 a.m. is the time that the most people are awake in the whole world. It is the time that the most people are online and the most people are awake. So of course, every night between 7 and 8 in different countries, people are going outside and they are yelling thank you, and they are singing and they are playing songs. But every morning, just before 11 now, I am howling in gratitude. And then I'm shouting thank you 3 times. So I hope you guys will join me. And as soon as I'm done, we will all center ourselves. Please put away your phones, anything that's going to distract you, and open up a space for Shams to take you through a guided meditation. But now I hope you'll all join me. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. So that's my thank you. And I'm now going to hand it over to Charmaine.
Thanks, Susanna. Okay, for all of those of you who are watching, you can either sit in meditation pose with your legs crossed or on a chair just normally, or you can lie down for this. Generally, if you're not used to sitting in lotus pose or sitting upright, it's better that you do lie down, because your spine has to be straight. With all kinds of energy work and chakra work, we want to be able to have the flow of universal energy come directly through our spines, and the earth energy to be able to come directly up as well. So laying down, not with a big pillow, with just a little pillow, will actually help the energies flow through you much better. And so basically, once you're in a nice position, I'm going to give you just a minute just to get yourselves comfy. I'm just going to put some music on. Bear with me. Okay. So we're going to start by taking a lovely big deep breath in through your nose. And when you're ready, letting it out as slowly as you can through your nose. Really pushing down into your belly. When you're ready, taking another big deep breath in, all in your own time. And then again, letting it out as slowly as you can, out through your nose. And then I'd like you to bring your attention to your body, whether you're sitting or lying down, feeling the weight at the bottom of your spine and your legs if you're in lotus pose, or feeling the weight of your whole body against the bed if you're laying down. And I'd like you to bring your attention to your red root chakra, which is at the bottom of your spine, in your tailbone. And here, I'd like you to imagine a red flower that starts to open. And from this flower grows roots. And the roots start to gently entwine around your legs, making their way down to the bottom, heading towards your ankles, and meeting another flower in each of your ankles down towards the heel of your feet. And these flowers slowly open. And growing some roots of their own. And heading down to the floor, wherever you are. If you're on the bed, it's going through the bed. If you're on the ground, directly through the floor. And if you're on a chair like I am, going through the chair. And they start to gently entwine with each other to make one thick cord. And this cord is strong enough to go through anything below you, whether it's the foundation of your building, whether it's the earth or rock, or another floor below you, but finding its way into the earth, pushing through the soil, and as it pushes through, some of the roots start branching out horizontally, really far out, as far as they can go. And from those roots grow more roots in all directions. And from those roots grow more roots, creating an underground network. Giving stability to your root cord as it goes deeper still. Finding its way now down to a rock layer, finding a crack in that rock and pushing through that, meandering down, deeper and deeper. Finding its way now down into a crystal cave, crystals on every wall, jutting out, sparkling, creating their own light, deep below the Earth's surface. The root cord now finding its way down to the bottom of this cave. And here there is one very special rock or crystal or whatever comes to mind. Any shape, form, size, any color. And this will become your anchor, and your root cord gravitates towards it. And slowly starts to grab onto the anchor, enveloping it, grasping it. And as it does so, the anchor starts to glow, glowing with reds and oranges and yellows, because this is filled with Mother Earth energy. Energy for support, for nurture, for security, for love. And Mother Earth gifts you this energy, her energy. And it starts to move back up your root cord, illuminating it as it goes higher and higher. All the way back up, heading back up towards the top of the crystal cave. Making its way back up through the top rock, zigzagging back up the crack. And back up into the earth. Heading back up to wherever you are, following your root cord. The energy is now 15 meters below you. Now 10, 9 meters, 8 meters, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mother Earth energy now entering through your ankles, cleansing and nourishing your earth chakras here, removing any blockages. So you can take this beautiful energy with all of her gifts up into your being. But equally, this is where we release anything negative we may be holding in our body, our mind, our soul. Back out through this channel and back into the earth, where it can be safely transmuted back into something positive. Mother Earth energy now making its way up your legs, up past your shins and calves, up past your knees, your thighs, and up into red root chakra, at the bottom of your spine, in your groin, the flower that is already open there is being energized with Mother Earth energy, shining even more brightly. Any blockages being removed here. Anything that needs to balance happening now as you breathe into it. Taking a few breaths. And this is the chakra where we release fear, worry, insecurity. Any self-doubt, any financial worry, and here you can say to yourself, if you so wish, in affirmation, I accept myself fully and wholly, exactly as I am, in this very moment of time, no matter what circumstance is going on around me. And now, the red energy in our red root chakra starts to turn to orange as it makes its way up our spine, carrying Mother Earth energy up to our orange sacral chakra just below our navel. And here an orange flower blooms, shining brightly as the petals open. Breathing into it as it opens. And here you can say to yourself, if you so wish, I release any negative emotions, anything holding me back from the past as I come into my full health and happiness, joy and vitality. As Mother Earth now unblocks or rebalances this chakra, orange energy now turning into yellow as it follows your spine up to your solar plexus, just below your ribcage, your power center. And here you can say to yourself, if you so wish, I now release any anxiety, fear of the future as I come back into present time. As my happiness is only in the now, in this very moment, I appreciate everything. I am grateful for everything, no matter how small. I regain my full personal power, my motivation, my full self-esteem. As I come into full center, full balance between my physical and spiritual world, in the space here between my solar plexus and my heart chakra, into full alignment, feeling the vibration of both. And taking the yellow energy now up the spine to the heart chakra. This time a light pink flower blooms with beautiful green leaves of equal proportions. The pink flower represents the love you give to others, and the green leaves represents the love you give to yourself. Meaning there can be no pink flower without the green leaves and stalk. Meaning one cannot give to others until you are totally fulfilled yourself through self-love, and also allowing others to nurture you. And that's when your pink flower can fully blossom. And here you can say to yourself, in affirmation, I give and receive love easily and equally. I forgive those who have hurt me, including myself, as holding on to pain is only burdensome to me. I now acknowledge that and release it to come into a full open heart, a lighter heart, full of compassion for myself as well as others. And from here, the green energy turns into a beautiful, vibrant light blue as it travels up the spine to the throat chakra, just below your chin. And here, a light blue flower blooms, shining brightly as the petals open. Being cleansed, being nourished like the chakras before it, being rebalanced. Any blockages being removed by Mother Earth energy. And here, you can say to yourself, if you so wish, I always speak my truth. I communicate my needs, my wishes, and my feelings with ease to myself and others. I do so with love and kindness, firmly in my ground, in my full balance power, and with full clarity of mind. And from here, the light blue energy turns into a beautiful indigo blue as it travels up to your third eye chakra in between your brows and just above, where an indigo blue flower blooms, shining brightly as the petals open, safely opening. Again, being balanced, any blockages being removed, being nurtured and nourished by Mother Earth energy. And here you can say to yourself, if you so wish, I am now able to slow down my thoughts, to pick and choose which ones should be there and which ones shouldn't. The ones that shouldn't, I put into a bubble and watch them as they float into the distance and pop. Anything that I need but can look at later can float into the distance in their bubbles, and I will bring them back in later. And this clears my mind so I can connect with my higher self, my insight and intuition, making the best decisions for me helping me think outside of the box to easily problem solve. And to gain full clarity of mind, crystal clear thinking. And from here, the indigo blue energy turns into a beautiful violet purple as it shoots out the top of your head through your crown chakra. This time, a beautiful purple flower shoots out behind it, the one with the most petals. Shining so brightly it sparkles as it connects you to universe, to higher power, to infinite wisdom. And here, a beautiful stream of white light energy comes through and connects with your crown chakra. Shooting down through your third eye and into your throat chakra. Connecting in your heart, bringing the universal masculine energy to meet at your heart space. And here we take some deep breaths to let them blend with the earth energy, the red earth energy, creating a pink ball of light. Which cleanses your heart space. And just taking a few more breaths here. We take our attention now back to the violet crown chakra, which always stays open. But we ask for protection here. Taking it now down to the third eye chakra. We visualize the indigo blue flower closing. And we can say, close and protect. Taking our attention now down the spine to the throat chakra. The light blue throat chakra, the flower closes down. And here we can say again, close and protect. Taking our attention now to our heart chakra, the light pink flower with the green leaves, safely closing down. And here we say, close and protect. Down now to the yellow solar plexus, just below your rib cage, yellow flower closing. Safely close and protect. Attention now going down the spine to the orange sacral chakra just below your navel. Close and protect. And finally, at your root chakra, your red root, at the bottom of your spine in your tailbone. This one should stay open. But again, we just want to protect. And finally, taking your attention down to your ankles, to your earth chakras. Again, we can say protect, but here we should also give thanks to Mother Earth energy for grounding us, for giving us her gifts, and for balancing and unblocking our chakras. We can also give thanks to universal energy and perhaps just state some things that we are grateful for in this very moment. And when you're ready, in your own time, you may like to feel the heaviness back in your body as you realign, coming back fully into physical self, feeling the air in your lungs, and you may want to start wiggling your feet, your toes, your hands, your fingers. And in your own time, start to open your eyes, becoming aware of the senses around you. And here is where we finish.
I want to welcome you all back into the space, into the room. For those of you who are live streaming on Instagram, it is going to cut off in 1 minute and 20 seconds. So I just want to say thank you very much to Charmaine for that beautiful guided meditation. I'm getting a lot of thank yous coming through, Charm. So thank you, and bless you.
Pleasure.
And for those of you watching on Facebook, thank you as well for tuning in today. I will put Charmaine's contact details on the post. And she does do private sessions with people, distance healing sessions, and consultations, so you can get hold of her. Lots of thank yous coming in. That was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wonderful. It's going to cut off, so I'm so sorry, guys. Lots of love.